What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here for our newest College Football 26 Dynasty Rebuild series, and it's voted on by you guys. We had an advantage. It was a tight race. We had some other schools that were on the list. Wake Forest was up there. Wyoming was up there. But undisputedly, the number one team you guys want to see next is Coastal Carolina. And when I did a deep dive to this roster, I started to see why. Coastal Carolina is one of the youngest programs in all of college football. They didn't exist before 2003. After spending over a decade in FCS, they made the jump to FBS. They were an independent in 2016 where they went 10-2. They joined the Sun Belt full-time in 2017, and it was rough, but Jamie Chadwell eventually got these boys playing outstanding football. 2020, 2021, 11-1, 11-2, even 9-4. But you're starting to see the drop-off. Jamie Chadwell went on to become Liberty's head coach, and that is where we currently stand with Tim Beck, who has been here for 2 seasons. Tim Beck had spent time at Ohio State, at Texas, at NC State with an offensive and quarterback background. And in his 2 years, they went 8-5, but that was mostly with Chadwell's roster. 6-7 in kind of a transitionary period. And from here on, we are going to try and reinvent what it means for Coastal Carolina football and their level of success. Now, while Coastal Carolina does not have the history of the schools that have been around forever, they still have had some really fun plays. Remember Jerome Simpson did that front flip for the Cincinnati Bengals? That was sick. Theron Jackson, he played for my Philadelphia Eagles. You had Josh Norman. You had Isaiah Likely, Mike Tolbert, Lorenzo Taliaferro, RIP. This has been a team for, relative to their stature in the world of college football, has consistently sent intriguing prospects to the NFL every couple years. I know a lot of people closely associate maybe Myrtle Beach with Coastal Carolina. They're relatively close, so party school. And I'd like to think that once we get things going, once the vibes get strong, it's not going to be a hard location to sell to some of these recruits. They're going to want to come to a winning program where also you can party your ass off, kind of similar to like Arizona State. That is what we're going to try to be, the Arizona State on the other side of the country. Looking at this roster, however, for a 1.5-star program that is below, maybe almost it's fitting, but we're below a 70 overall. We're a 69 overall. Nice. Party vibes starting strong. This is a terrible roster. You got 2 quarterbacks here, a freshman and a sophomore, both 77. That within itself sounds kind of interesting until you look that they both have normal dev traits. One of them here in Larry Garfield only has 85 throw power with pretty bad skill caps. And then you have Roquan Barber, who's like, okay, this guy actually looks kind of legit. Almost 90 throw power, almost 90 acceleration, got some dual threat ability. Maybe we can look past the normal dev trait. And then you see as the worst deal breaker in College Football 26 with playing style. Now for Barber at quarterback. Again, we get that quarterback guru head coach. While he has a normal dev trait, these skill caps are pretty good. Easily the best skill caps on the roster for the position. But as long as he has a playing style deal breaker, you know, it's going to be tricky. I look down here, we got Tad Hudson, who has an impact dev, the best dev trait out of all of our quarterbacks. He's a sophomore, decent throw power. Oh, he has a playing time deal breaker. Oh, and then the worst skill caps you'll ever see on a quarterback. When I was peeking around the running back room, we got Jalen John, who has a decent rating. The one that kind of stood out to me was Cameron Knox. Almost 220 pounds, but he has 90 speed and 96 acceleration, 90 agility, 94 change of direction. I can get down with that. Now, the normal dev trait kind of stinks, but we can max out his quickness. So we might be able to make him one of the fastest players in the nation. Rest of the skill cap's pretty brutal, but that's kind of fun. That we can probably make him one of the fastest running backs, if not the fastest running back in the nation. And I think Javon Edwards here with an impact dev, he has good skill caps as well, but playing style deal breaker, brand exposure deal breaker. We are going to have an absolute destruction of this roster and probably our fun players on this roster once we hit that first transfer portal. So what I'm saying is don't get too attached to the studs that we have fun with year one, because we know it going into advance of this season, our backs are against the wall with some of these deal breakers. The wide receiver room is not terrible. Jamison Tucker, the senior, leads the line there, 83 overall, 6'2" with 90 speed, 92 acceleration. And then the rest of like our best wideouts are seniors. So we're going to have to replenish these guys. As far as like up and coming, we have probably the wildest way you could spell Zachary in Zachary Widener. Zachary with an X. But he is an impact dev. He has 92 speed, 93 acceleration. And you go look at the skill caps, and you go, that is so bad. Like, not a lot of development opportunities here. Very low ceiling player. Certainly no Isaiah Likely caliber tight end on the roster right now. Very experienced room, but we're going to have to recruit just simply to make up numbers. Offensive line across the board is a mixed bag, to say the least. Not really anybody with good dev traits. I mean, we got the 69 freshman there in Rios. Deal breaker, of course. We get the 67 freshman in McDonald. Deal breaker, of course. And then you just, like, pretty much anyone that looks like, oh, maybe they can develop, they got a deal breaker. That they're already leaning and a foot out the door, it feels like, for Coastal Carolina. The defense does not get any better. Obina Onwuka, impact dev freshman pass rusher. He already has a deal breaker. So that's awesome. Pro potential. One of the more challenging deal breakers to improve. Great skill caps, though, if we can convince him to stay. The D-tackle room, we have one D-tackle on the roster who'll be here next season. 4 seniors, 1 freshman. So that is going to have to be a position that we address when we start breaking down the linebackers. Love starting with a 53 overall player. Cameron Avery, with all due respect, is your dad the head coach? Are you related to the head coach? How are you on this roster? You got to be one of the lowest rated players in the game. Cool. Special teamer, man. That guy plays a lot of guts. First in, first out. Seth Byron, the freshman, has great speed. 80 speed, 88 acceleration. But, of course, normal dev trade with a deal breaker active. But I would say across the board, honestly, the linebacking course not too bad. I mean, this roster as a whole, we're comparing ourselves against other Sun Belt programs. I don't think we're going to be too far off the mark to compete in the Sun Belt. But as far as, like, looking at the roster, who can we really get behind? You know, it took me to get to the secondary here, the corner room, until I found someone with a star dev trait. I look at it, okay? Robbie Washington, a sophomore, star dev trait, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. I like the look of it. Now, we got the deal breaker, championship contender. That's going to be a tough one. And, of course, he has a deal breaker active. Former 4-star from Miami, plays corner, plays wide receiver. I think he's listed as a wide receiver on Coastal site. They have him as a corner in-game. Looking at his hands, 76 guy. I mean, you know, yeah, could pass as a wide receiver. But as a corner, like, these are not good skill caps. Like, he may actually be a player that if he does not hit the portal, we may need to consider moving him back to wide receiver and see if that opens up his skill caps a little bit. Maybe he has a higher ceiling as a wide receiver. The safety room is also kind of lacking. Dante Thomas, the senior, has some pretty good athleticism for a guy that's barely a 70 overall. We have a lot of depth at strong safety. But it's 3 seniors that are only going to be here for 1 season, and we have to prepare for life beyond them. We have Jamal Pritchett, good athleticism, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, 91 acceleration, 88 speed. But pretty much any player that looks interesting either has one of 3 things. Either have a bad dev trait, bad skill caps, or they're in a deal breaker. So this roster, for a 1-star program, I think it will stack up against any other team in college football 26 as one of the worst. So we have our work cut out for us. Now, when we looked at our schedule here, we got Virginia, FCS, East Carolina, South Alabama, then a bye week. Old Dominion, UL Munroe, App State, bye week, Marshall, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, South Carolina, and JMU. That game is going to be fun. Just Lenore Sellers, Nick Harbor, Jalen Kilgore, Dylan Stewart, and others. Absolute studs. Probably one of the most overpowered teams on paper in college football 26, and it's a road game. Hellboy. But as far as Sun Belt games are concerned, we went 6-7 last year. That is my goal. I want to get at least 6-7. Do not want to go backwards. And I'm hoping with this roster, we get a couple guys here that, much like Macho Man Randy Savage, I got to see the cream of the crop. I need to see these guys, maybe a couple, maybe a quarterback, maybe that running back, maybe a wide receiver or 2. Maybe we have a DB or a pass rusher that just pops off for no reason. We just need a couple good roles. Cream of the crop. I need 3 guys to prove to me that they are going to be that guy for us in this Dynasty Rebuild. And I think we'll get 6 wins. I'll try to get 7, maybe even 8. Handle business in the Sun Belt, and then all or nothing against South Carolina late in the season. For our school grades, not great. We got C- stadium atmosphere. We got C for campus life. I feel like that should be higher. Party school, right? C for conference prestige, F for academic prestige. Luckily, that is not something that is commonly a deal breaker for players, but there is And I'm pretty sure probably for the challenge of this rebuild, we will find somebody that will somehow have the rare academic prestige as their deal breaker. But as far as school grades, yeah, very much feels like a 1.5-star prestige school. Now for the caliber of players that we have available, we got at 3 stars and 2 stars. We are not going to probably have any chance at 4 stars. Maybe if we like just strictly kind of go off our pipelines, looking like Georgia, looking like North Carolina, looking like Florida are going to be our tier 2 pipelines. So we try to take as much advantage of that as we can. But I mean, Florida and Georgia, we're going to be competing against the Florida and Georgia schools. That's those are good pipelines in a way for the pool of players. Bad pipelines because the other schools are going to attract into our bidding wars. We're not going to have the hour budget to compete with some of them. So hopefully, let's see what we got for like North Carolina. So a couple big dogs here. Any 5 stars, any 4 stars. Look at that. We could technically go after if we want to a speedster, the number 34 player, but we're not going to because we're probably going to have bare bones 450 recruiting hours to utilize throughout the year. So for our initial recruiting board, it is a mix of players that actually had us as a 3-star within their top 10. I think I got just about everyone that was available. And then we did the balling on the budget. I don't have many recruiting hour type cells where it's like, all right, if you're are you a good athlete? Like we saw here with Robin at running back. He's a 3-star. He's not a gem or anything, but that 90 speed, 91 acceleration can be difficult to find. We have Hoese at wide receiver, a 3-star. He's a gadget. Not my favorite type. But, it looks solid. We have a tight end here. Actually has legit speed. And he's not one of those tight ends that's like 197 pounds at 223. It's passable. Need tackle. And this was like best of the, usually I can find a couple gems, couple 3-star gems. They were pretty difficult to find. Not so much on the defensive side of the ball. We have Julius Free, a 3-star edge rusher. We have Norwood, who looks decent. We have Stoke, who looks decent, a 3-star gem at D tackle. We need some D tackle help. We have Colin Hatch at Mike with a 3-star gem. Linebacker, good speed. Sometimes Mike linebackers, especially 3-star Mike linebackers that aren't athletes, have like 75 speed. So 81 is pretty decent. Got a couple nice corners here with speed in Maye and Ower. 91 and 90. We have Cologne, who looks legit too. Almost a 200-pound 6'2 safety with almost 90-plus speed. The only kind of bummers, I ran out of hours here while I was trying to level up the quarterback here, and Owen Santucci. So this is kind of like, out of all the QBs that I looked at, he's the one that has the benefit of the doubt that I didn't see his throw power. The other quarterback throw powers were very low 80s. He's a dual threat, even though he doesn't have like prolific speed or anything like that. But because I don't know that throw power, and I don't know like if he's a gem or whatever, I'm kind of just going on the fact that he's like C- playing style. All the quarterbacks, there was no one that was above a B-. Like it was all C, C-, C+. He's the wild card with that throw power. But if the hour budget starts to come a little tight, he'd probably be one of the first players to knock off our list. Let's see how this goes. First game of the season on the road. Tail of the tape speaks for itself. Oh boy. What does that say? Hose? The Virginia Hose. I don't know much about Virginia. I'll be honest with you. That's like the area of America. I know there's a Virginia. I know there's a West Virginia. I know there's a Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, Coastal Carolina. Hey, be less confusing. We got the Virginia Hose. Shout out Chris Long. See what we can do. This is going to be probably pretty brutal. Oh, we score opening drive. And we come in next moment. 3rd and 4. See what this playbook's about. Haven't got on the sticks yet. No idea. I know Tucker's good. That's who we want to get the ball to. Oh, that's high. Oh, and then we got the animation. Can't wait for the first title update for this game. Get rid of that. Squash that like... It might not be a bug. There's probably some developer at EA who's like, this is going to be so sick. Everyone is going to love this pass breakup animation. Oh, we just got spin moved out of our freaking cleats. Chandler Morris is still playing college football? Where's he? Wasn't he, he was like Big 12 somewhere? TCU? Let's do it, boys. Let's punch above our weight class here. Dual threat QB, huh? Well, make sure every time he tucks and runs, he feels us. Still absolutely shocked that we have a lead right now. There we go. That's how you get pursuit there. To the football. We'll go cover 2 man. We'll hit him with a little Texas stunt. Oh, we can't. Okay, we'll go exit stunt. And then we're going to go Murphy. We're going to cover that running back. Whaley. Let's go, PBU! And we hold him to a field goal attempt. And I cannot stress enough something I have learned by playing the moments in college football 26. Is that when it tells you to go, oh, go for a field goal, do it. Because if you don't do it, so it's like a 50-50 chance that the offense is going, like, actually, we're going to run the offense out there. Like, there'll be times I get out there, like, oh, look, we held them to a field goal. And then it's like, they went for it and scored a touchdown. Well, I would have played that differently if I knew that that was in the cards. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8. Would love a chance to come help the offense here, but we are trying to stop this game from getting a little one-sided. There we go. Look him down. It's no man's land. They could go for that, but they end up punting it. Here we go. 2-minute drill. This guy, Knox. He's the guy, statistically speaking, that I'm the most interested on this offense. You got power to his game, power to his build, great speed, unlimited speed skill cap. He's gonna touch the rock a lot. Hey, I'm on offense. There's a good shot. I'm just like, hey, can we just run it? We'll all go. We got. We don't really have the speed or the quarterback with throw power to run my favorite style of passing offense. So I do think we're gonna just have to find unique ways to get the football quickly out of our QB's hands. That's brutal. That is just not. That wasn't efficient football. But here we go, red zone. And I mean, we saw the overall discrepancy. 69 overall against, what were they, 81? Whoa! Oh, they should have been able to get that. Maybe the running back would have been our only option there. The 1D had absolutely bit on that play action. What is that throw? That's not a very good... That was not a good throw, but it ends up being a touchdown, and that's all that matters. Coastal Carolina. Keep it in with Virginia. This should have been a blowout. Well, I do know our quarterback does have some wheels on him, so maybe they will bite. A couple like speed options. Boop. Let's go. We're coming in the red zone. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Run game feels good. Pass game, work in progress. Even though we got that passing touchdown, it was that should have probably been incomplete. Oh, no! What? How's that a pick? Is it gonna be one of those picks that won't show the replay because it's not a pick? Show me it, you cowards. Let's go. Let's see this. Jam Jacks. Okay, that's first team all name for a corner. Okay, that looked a lot worse under the microscope there. I thought that was. I had a complaint. I thought I had a valid complaint to that pick, and that's just, you know, you might be able to get away with that in the Sun Belt, but when you're going against a pretty good team, oh, let's go. First sack of the game, 9-9. Bend, don't break for the defense. We're going to come in here on 4th and 1. Now, short yardage runs in college football 26 are so bad. And it continues. It's bad. It's like, again, I'd say another area where I don't think it's I struggled, therefore it must be fixed. I think across the board, no one on any difficulty in any dynasty is satisfied with short yardage runs. Now we're just trying to get a little momentum here. This is always going to be a very tough game. And we were impressive, but now it's like, okay, now it's kind of looking like an as expected game. Where we've been playing better than expected. We need to, let's get another score here. Make it a one-score out. This feels more like a one-score out type performance. And I'm thinking back, running it through my head. Our first passing touchdown, and then the pick that we thrown, like that's almost like breaking even. Because I think that first passing touchdown we had, very surprised that was not an interception. So, the checks and balances of the world. And now it's just, there's no rush. I don't think this is a score, get the ball back, score again type scenario. Let's just put a good drive here. Finish with 21. Oh, no! So they're doing a top rope finishing move while he was up there. Spiral tap. Shout out AJ Styles. Oh, no. So you get into I got a dual threat quarterback, and then the first time that you're actually out in space, you're like, oh man, he's still mid to high 80s. He's not like a 90-some. Oh, damn, dude. White flag. Too much! Too much beef to handle! Dog shit game. I mean, it was dog shit performance second half. This is a prime example of, C4 gets on the gameplay. Maybe it's going to skew things in his team's favor, make it not realistic. I play worse today in this game than my sim. If I would have just simmed that, we might have won. So, 2 weeks in, our recruiting board's looking manageable. I still think 15 targets for a 400-hour budget is going to be tough. But I think we got Hatch on 50. We got Free and Watford on 50. Skoranek on 35. I think we're going to get to a point here where we will be first, and it'll be a little bit easier to manage our points and hours. And I would say right now, early prediction of the 15 targets, I think we'll get at least 10. Here we go. First home game on the teal turf. One of the more iconic settings in college football. Maybe not on the level of Boise State. But if you're thinking not Boise State, who else has a kind of cool field? And you're not thinking about Eastern Michigan, or Eastern Washington has a red field. You think of Coastal Carolina. Teal turf. Got the groupers coming to town. Get right game. Let's smash them. Let's get into a rhythm. Groupers. Yeah, right. Let's go, boys. Okay, we're losing to the groupers. No! Third down. Can't lose to the groupers, fellas. What is this team's called? Coastal Carolina Chanticleers? What the hell is... I assume that's like a chicken? A blue chicken? What is that? I feel like a normal person isn't going to know what a I've never even heard that word in my life. I'm 33 years old. Is it a regional bird? Is that why I haven't heard of it? Because I haven't spent much time on Myrtle Beach? Okay, well, let's get something here. Go. There we go. All go. How about that? Let's see what the DBs on the groupers look like. Mr. Grouper from. I'll tell you, I'll tell you a thing or two about groupers. Okay? Kid loves bubble guppies. Mr. Grouper. You know, we can't deny the fraud performance so far at this point. I am looking severely out of my depth. Now, it's maybe my fault taking a couple days off playing college football 26. Gotta relearn the game, apparently, because anytime I have had any influence on this, we're going backwards or the ball's hitting the ground. So that's you know, this is a make-right. There is not going to be a better make-right opportunity than this game here for me to wake up, knock the dust off, and figure it out. I will say again, though, feeling very much that this is not a super talented roster. And I do know I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm definitely not that famous on this platform. But I know in particular, Hawaii, players of Hawaii in real life, we're watching us play as Hawaii. Now, if you're watching this, stumble upon this, and you currently are a player that I may mention in this video, you know, my apologies in advance. What I say in the heat of the moment does not truly reflect how I feel about you guys as a player. I'm going to tell you right now, these offensive linemen, they better figure out a freaking block on short yardage player. You know what? They're all going to be on, you know, working on the beaches. We are struggling to beat a grouper team. I don't think I've lost to an FCS team yet. I guess there's a chance. History to be made here. Right there, boom. Can't even hit the deep ball. Oh my God. Okay, field goal. I mean, we got to at this point. We were playing for overtime against the groupers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. 17 seconds. We have a good wide receiver. We have a wide receiver here in... He's not even out. Where's Walker? He's not hurt, is he? We actually have, like, a clear... Tucker. Dislocated... Not only that... Look, these are our highest rated players. 80 overall. Nick Delgrand. 80 overall. Torn labrum, multiple weeks. Torn labrum on our highest rated defensive player. Tucker, our highest rated overall player. Dislocated. His ankle was going this way. Flopping. Against the groupers. Is Greg Williams their coach? Feels like we're getting like it's... Oh! Let's go! Whoever that Miega. Number 9. Someone has to step up. Cream has to rise to the crop. This is the cream of the crop. That's what we need. Malik Miaga. Hell yeah. Double. You mean right there. That's what you need. Just sun that guy. Jumped over him. We need guys to step up. Especially if we're just going to be cursed right out the gate and have this amount of injuries. It's going to need to be the depth guys. And right there, that's showing me something. But man, oh man. The injuries are... The groupers played us tough. Playing dirty, apparently, as well. So getting an update. Oh, okay. Tucker is pretty much done for the year. Best D lineman a month. Got a somewhat decent role there on Del Grande. So we didn't have much of a rating. We were 69 overall, but with our 3 best players being hurt, we knocks us down to a 67. And we get a home game here against East Carolina, which I assume that even though this is not a rivalry game, they probably don't like each other. Advantage ECU on paper, but maybe we'll get a little bit of magic here on the teal turf. Let's go Chanticleers, a.k.a. the Angry Blue Chickens. Nice, got the teal domes. We need to play inspired football, man. We're undermanned. I think certainly looking at our schedule, this is a winnable game. We'll come here, 3rd down, 3rd and goal on the 7. We're down our best defensive lineman. Next man up. There's no other way that we can treat it. Everyone deals with injuries. That's not always your best rated players every single time. We just gotta keep at them. Look at that, 4th and goal. They're gonna go for it. But let's see, right here is where a perfect example. I guarantee if I would have just been like, nah, let's play the next moment, they would have went for 6. And we're able to at least get them to shank the... Let's go, man. College kickers are real. Big first quarter drive. Let's go. Just gonna pass the game back into a rhythm. That right there. Look at that, and he just gets great separation, runs into his own guy. Pulling teeth. Sometimes it is like pulling teeth. Just gotta find a couple reliable weapons. What is this? I hate this. If this works, I'm gonna like it. But look how much. Oh, there we go. Okay, worked. Hold to a field goal. That's a win. Come on, give me a chance offensively, fellas. This is what I need. I need the reps offensively. Defensively, I'm getting off the field. I'm doing my job. Offensively is where... Shit out of the game, man. How long do we gotta wait for a patch? Like, they should be on their 2nd patch for this game. There we go. Tough catch by the tight end. 59 yards passing in the first half. That is certainly, it's going to be one of those years when you look back, come year 5, 6, 7, 12 of this rebuild, we'll remember where we were at, where we were struggling to get 100 yards passing in a game. And struggling to catch balls under contact. Screw this. Give the ball to Knox. Feed the beast. 35 is the beast. I'll say the only thing I won't say I don't like it, because it's always just going to be something you have to compete against. But, like, when you have fun players, they are fun players based off of their stats, not so much the abilities that they have. They don't always play like a fun player. Like, Knox, height, weight, speed, but he doesn't have any abilities, so it's kind of like you're missing a little bit of that magic. So what we need to do is develop Knox. Get his mind out of the transfer portal. Try to get him off the deal breakers there, and sell that we're gonna get you abilities. You stay here. You commit to this program. You're gonna be the feature act, the feature presentation. Like, I'm not worried about the dev trait. Normal dev. By the time that you're done this season with your stats, I'm gonna bank that you'll be an impact dev. Oh, fumble! Let's go! Ball's on the ground. Is that what we need in the 4th quarter? Big momentum shift. Oh, we got a sword. Is that the sword from Step Brothers? Is that signed by Randy Travis? Here we go, baby. Big drive. Go ahead drive. All momentum with the angry blue chickens. And this Gilly guy. Gilly. Let's step up. Another injury. Sick. 3rd down and 5. They want to run it. Okay, well, it's not 3rd and 1, so we actually have a chance, I think. Took the wrong... I mean, we just bounced that. That's just bad reading the game. We go the other side. Oh, God, dude. You take a couple days off, and it's like I've never played this game. There we go. I can kick! I don't think I've missed a kick yet. Tie ball game, 10-10. And I kind of like this playbook. Like a nice variety. Miaiga at the outside there. He made the big play last week. Oh, come on. Tackle. Dude, get in the way. No steamboats. Third and 12. Where are these guys? Field goal range. Need to stop here. There we go. Outstanding job. Use a timeout. Dre Pickney with 9 tackles on the day. Very impressive. Let's go tie it or win it. No timeout, so we need first downs to stop the clock. Let's see it. My controller died. B! Come on, man. B! Did we slip? Lead him. Just lead him a little bit. Oh, kick. How much does Stickum cost? How much is like a big industrial-sized jar of Stickum? So by the next week, if I can get my hands on that, you're going to go, oh, I didn't know Coastal Carolina had orange jerseys? Because I'm just covering my guys head to toe and stick them. I'm not even going to entertain looking at that replay. It literally looked like my guy was like, and then the ball is just floating in space and you can't. I mean, again, we didn't play well enough to win. I'm not really that frustrated, but should have took that game over. Should have took all the momentum when we got that forced fumble. Didn't do it. South Alabama up next. Evenly matched teams on paper. Got our left tackle back from injury. Maybe that'll be the difference maker. Let's go. Sunny. It's not raining. I love the fact that they did patch that, and not every game's a rain game. We're going to come in off a sack. 3rd and 12. We've been playing good defense. Usually I'm already in minute 15 of ranting about how much I dislike the defense. When the reality is, not bad. Like, I've been able to get this double coverage. Let's see it. Oh, yes! We got the animation to work in our favor. Yes! Let's go! 3rd and 8. It's the offense that I've had my issues with. Gotta figure it out, man. You just don't have a go. I like the running back. I don't have a go-to wide receiver. We don't really have go-to plays. Look at that. That worked out well. Get to the tight end. Barong. We come here on another 3rd and long. 3rd and 7. I want to stall it. We got Wayne in the slot. Lead him. Oh. Well, we got points. Points are all that matters. But we need to start winning. I said our minimum goal, 6 wins. I want 7. I want this team to be improved from a year ago. But with how we've played so far, I don't know about you guys. I don't necessarily see 7 wins. Got to win this one. We barely beat the groupers. How about just some easy throws? Get everybody in a rhythm, myself included. And then maybe we'll hit with a play action. I know we love our running back. Ooh, that's a light box, though. No. Let's clap. Let's not. Hot! 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 Come on! Snap the ball! Are we really, like, feeling the heat of this South Alabama limp stadium pulse? It just runs around 3 linemen standing there holding the bag. Let's show a little juice. Someone's... Anybody. One guy shows me juice, I might order that jersey right now. Someone just say, like, I want to make a play. I want to be famous. And right now, it's our kicker. Pulling teeth, man. Why is it so? I have not had this much challenge scoring points. I don't know. Last time I was playing college football 26, I was Nebraska. We were really good. So maybe I'm just like, hey, you're back in the trenches now. Dude, that's like the DB play that like I'm playing when I'm playing football in the kid out in the yard with my kids. Like, oh, let's try to make it feel like you're not letting them score, but you're really trying to let them score. That's whatever coverage is that. Parenting. That was parenting, good dad coverage, right there. Could have turned around whole 2 seconds earlier, but we're like, you know what? We're gonna make him feel like we tried to stop him. Well, the whole way he was gonna have that grab. Is this why you guys recommended Coastal Carolina? You knew how terrible this team was? Gonna have the only dual threat quarterback that can outrun linebackers. Oh yeah, man. Best player. Anytime we can get our best player out in the field, we got to take that opportunity. And we doinked it. All right, we are looking for my third completion probably on camera in 3 games. Come on. Oh, man. It's... God damn it, man. I hate this. Why is this team the way they are? Look at this. I'll play with my feet. Maybe that would be better. God damn it. No, I'm backing out. This is what happens when I crash out, as the kids say. That my team in the sim usually picks it up. That's what we need. They need to see a grown man, father or two, lose his cool because he can't complete a pass. We can't get any steamboats from our offensive line. My receivers can't catch the football. My kicker can doink the ball at the best he can. And then we turn it over with a pick on the go to win it drive. And this team is absolutely cursed. And now the good news. This is good. This is good. Let's take this frustration. Let's take my frustration. Let's put it in the forefront here. I said at the very beginning, breaking down this roster, that the fun players, the guys that might have an opportunity to be like guys that we really enjoy playing with, don't get too attached to them because they have deal breakers already being hit that are going to be very difficult, even if we were winning these games, to convince them to stay. Well, what I'm seeing right now is a team that I couldn't give 2 fucks if everybody on this team hit the portal. They are not good enough. There's no player, not one player I'm emotionally attached to. There's actually 53 players that I'm emotionally detached from as it stands right now. Now, a little birdie has told me that visits don't work. Like, we're trying to ball on a budget here. Like, should I not be wasting them? Like, I got a good one here. Daryl Gold, A+ playing time, UL Munroe. But if anyone would care to elaborate on visits, either working or not working, please let me know. Please confirm the evidence. But on a recruiting update, I mean, we pretty much are just going to have to hours these guys. Like, we don't, even if we were able to bring them in on a visit, like as soon, like right there, South Carolina, no chance. I need those 25 hours to put elsewhere. Like, I don't think visits are really good. Like, there's occasional, like if you need playing time, things will work out well for us. But, if we are not looking at playing time, we do have proximity to home. And other than that, you're really going to have to buy into the product here. And right now, the product that we're putting on the field is terrible. We had a reset. 1-3 start, terrible. But we had the bye. We had 1-3 Old Dominion. It is a road game. Maybe it's going to be less pressure for the team. We don't have the rowdy fans losing their minds. Let's collect ourselves from that bye week. Let's start playing some solid football. Come on, look. Old Dominion, they had the most template walkout. Oh, hit the bricks with an inspirational quote. What are you, Ted Lasso? No chance. These guys stand a chance against us. Angry Blue Chickens for the win. Coming in right now. 3rd and 5. On the 41, look at that. Let's go with a screen. I don't think we've ran many screens, but it's, oh, of course, it's Simpkins in the backfield, not our fun running back, so that's great. I already love this play. Oh, but it worked out. Follow our blocks. Sick. Touchdown. They know they're taking me out at this point. It's like, we get a touchdown drive of Boone. Don't let him come in and screw it up. 3rd and 7. Is Knox hurt? Like, the one fun player left on our offense. There's no way he's also on the... I must just be picking plays that he's not schemed up in. Do not let me open this up and you say Knox is hurt. And it's something that's forever. And he's not. So we're okay. Okay, that's good. Let's eliminate that. I never even said that. I don't want those bad vibes in the air. But where is he? Okay, that's a good throw. There's no way they auto-changed my depth chart. I didn't change. Why are we... Where is he? He, like, quit the team? There's no what? Knox. RB1. Right? Got the fullback there. What the hell is going on? Okay. I mean, there we go. That's there, John. Did they murder Knox on the bye week? Okay, we're gonna pick up the pace here because I want to go see what the hell happened to my star running back. Okay. 21-10. Team's looking good. Like, don't tell me on the bye week for our team to have a bonding experience, they murdered our star running back. To be like, you know what, guys? We very lucky that it's two terrible football teams, so that's not a pick. Where is the best athlete on our team is not on our team right now. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to, like, okay, so maybe just for some reason in the bye week, the depth chart auto reset, and he's so far down the pecking list that he's not showing up for, like, our game day. When we get out, he'll be there. But also, I have no settings turned on that should have my depth chart change. But something happened to our depth chart. Something happened to our performance. Best performance all year, 34-17 off the bye against Old Dominion. But where's Cameron Knox? So he is hurt. Just a hamstring tear. You don't need those if you're a running back. Unbelievable injury luck. Like, everything short of the starting quarterback. Our best players have been all hurt this season at some point. We got visits this week, so I feel like if we win against winless UL Munroe, maybe we'll start getting some commits. We need commits because these races are going to get a little bit tight for hours. We can't bring guys in really for visits. I can't hard sell anybody. So we're just going to have to strictly, like, hopefully get to a spot where we could have 35, 40, 50 hours on every single player to give us a chance. And we need really like 3 or 4 to start to commit here very soon. So hopefully good performance here at home. This is a new and inspired Coastal Carolina off the bye week. Let's get some commit. Let's put on a show for the couple. I think we have 2 commits coming in. Let's get them to sign on. It's like trying to get them to join a cult. Okay? It may look not great. You may not want to actually join Coastal Carolina. But let me tell you, when you become a blue chicken of yourself, an angry blue chicken, your life's going to change. Let's give these fans something to cheer about, man. We have not played our best football on the teal turf. When you got a winless team coming in, we can't overlook anybody. We struggle to beat the groupers. But the team that we saw against Old Dominion on the road, if they show up here today, I think we'll be able to handle business. We start with the opening score of the game, trading field goals with Munroe. We have a red zone opportunity. And anytime that, at least in the red zone, I gotta get back locked in here. We gotta start playing somewhat acceptable offense. Oh my God, what a pancake 51. Edwards, dog. D cleats, buddy. We need to see that again. Run it back one more time. Let's punch this thing in. That's 6 wins still attainable. 7 wins still attainable. Got South Carolina still left on the schedule, so that's an L. But every other game, man, we should be competitive. Just need guys to step up, man. Drop passes. Let's show some fight in our release. Let's show some aggression coming to the football. Let's play angry here a little bit. This is, everyone here is just very lackadaisical. Right there, you know what? Didn't come down with it. He tried. He knew that was a hospital ball. And he said, you know what? I'm still going to try to make a play. So I appreciate that, Wayne. Let's go, kicker. Most reliable player on our offense. All right, 13-13. We're in the red zone again. Coming in 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Shallow cross. You know what? I'm going to go to Wayne. I loved him trying to make a play on that last one. Let's reward him. Under 100 passing yards. Again, I'm aware. Don't comment it. I'm aware. It's not pretty right now. We're down our wide receiver 1. We're down our running back 1. We're down our 2 best athletes on the offensive side of the ball. And we're throwing up the guys that literally have no idea how to catch a football. So let's bring out the MVP of the offense, the kicker again. We'll just keep death by 1,000 cuts, which usually I like to bring up when we're making a lot of short completions. But we're going to go with death with 1,000 cuts by just field goals. 3-point increments. 7 points is rude of us. We want to be good hosts and not score too fast. So we'll only... And how is that not a first down? Can't get anything to go our way. There we go. Okay, this is stupid. We're just asking for something bad to happen. Short yardage. Run. Are we going to run into a wall? Oh, man. You got to throw it, dude. I'm telling you. And you practice what you preach. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, 3rd and inches, 4th and inches, 3rd and 2, 4th and 2. You're better running verts, Hail Mary, than you are any run play. Let's see it, Gilly. Oh, we actually got a little bit of separation. Let's go, Gilly! Oh, he got wheels. We got to play defense. 4th down. And 8. Oh, come on, Gilly. That's what we want to see. Go Murphy. I like Murphy's probably our most athletic linebacker out there. All right. Is that their last time out? 8 seconds to go. Absolutely. Okay, we'll go cover 3. Actually, you know what? I don't even know. No. Not a fan of run our base defense. Run our defense that has kept these guys in check all game. Keep it in front of us. Keep it in bounds. Okay, still got one more chance. Because, again, much like the offense, no one on our defense has ever caught a football in their life. 4th and 6. Come on, boys. This be a huge win. Let's go on Wuka. Best young upside player on the defense. And there we go. Ball hits the ground. Coastal Carolina. Don't look now. 2-game win streak. Shout out Gilly. Without him, we ain't winning. There we go. Malcolm Gilly. Dog. You know what? It must not work. Look at the action summary. Gold was in on a visit last week, and there was no influence gained from him coming on the visit. Like, we brought him in for playing time. A+ playing time. Come on, man. This game, I reiterate what I said earlier. This game needs a patch so bad. And it needed to come out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. All right, up next, we're on the road against App State, who are another team, certainly on the short list, I think, of fun, potential college football 26 rebuilds. Interested to see from a tail of the tape standpoint. They're probably a little bit better than us, yes. But we're, you know, the webcam out of the way here. 69 overall against a 70 overall. Winnable. And we got momentum right now. App State. Okay. Like, what I want to see, like, Gilly, wide receiver. Like, it did that big-time play. Is that going to have him ascend here a little bit to be a dude for us? An absolute dog? Because if it does, we need that. I need some, at least at wide receiver. We don't have the speed, but we just need some guy that, like, plays better than his rating. Well, he keeps short of the sticks. 4th and 1. Did we hold him to a field goal? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Why are we just going with the all-out blitz here? 4th and 4. No. Stunts, coach. The stunts are what work. Unlike visits that don't work. Stunts work. Oh, we just get deleted out of the run play. All right, red zone. Here we go. A little bit of back and forth. A lot of nothing happening. Let's try running this here. It's not a short distance, so maybe we'll actually get a little bit of push. And we do. Gain of 4 for Jalen John, averaging 10 yards a carry. We'll keep note of that. Maybe the App State run defense. Nothing special. Flip up to John. Just watch 61 there. Not even sniff on the lead block. Okay. Hey, C4, focus, buddy. Your team sucks. You can't expect them to play good. Can't expect them to play like football players. They're absolute bots. Oh, let's go. That's a good run, though. I like the effort. 1st and goal. Simpkins. Come on, buddy. Let's go. That's what we need. That's a response. Third down, 10. Cover 4 quarters. Hit him with a little Texas 2-man stunt. Watch that running back. Wow. Guess they're happy taking the 3. 2-minute drill, get some points. I will try my best. Press Gilly. I mean, we'll try that right. We'll watch that safety. But Gilly, after last week, you know, do you want a repeat performance? Actually got a little bit of separation there. Let's go. Simpkins already has a touchdown. Oh, no! How does that go upright? I don't understand the angle of that. Missed a screen pass. Just goes straight up, but luckily not in the hands of a defender. Get that block. Get that block. Let's go, Barber. You're a dual threat. Let him know. Let him remind him that you're a dual threat. A little bit of separation. Okay. Rhythm. Good. Don't love how little, you know, feel like we have a chance to kind of start building a lead here. They're not giving us a whole lot of opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. They give us a great one here on 3rd and 18 defensively to get a stop. Hell yeah. Get pressure. Ball hits there. That should be a punt. And then they don't let me come back on offense. Okay. I'm just sitting on the sideline. Come on, put me in, coach. Look at that game. Look, I mean, we can do something here. Like, I figured it out maybe a little bit of how to move the football with this team. Down 3, 4th quarter. 2nd and 7. What a block by... Okay, I like 51. Reynolds, I think it is. I've seen him make 2 plays, both times just decleating a linebacker. Okay, first down. Don't want to chew up too much clock because we're probably going to want at least one more possession. But being patient here. Now, something I want to know. Is it possible to, like, hit juke moves if you don't have abilities? Hey! Let's go. Good grab by Wayne. Game's on the line. Make a big stop here. Well, no, that's not a third now. But they are, you know, hold to a field goal. No touchdown. Okay, good stop. Run defense hasn't been an issue. Second and 7. Clock is a burning. So I don't think maybe they're on the side that they want to just make this the final possession of the game. So I don't think it's a dumb decision. I'd do the exact same thing. But if they're going to go with that game, we need to make sure we're playing very solid defense. They already have a delay game. They're nervous. They're the home team. They shouldn't be nervous. But, I mean, both teams at 3-3. This is an important matchup. This could, you know. Can't play it any better. Oh. That was like probably the single best defensive rep I've played at linebacker all year. And it just... I mean, just outstanding. Are they going to kick it? No, they're going to go for it. Okay, come on. Maybe Bruce. Maybe Bruce is the dude that'll get us a pick if I can get in the right spot. Turnover on downs. Let's go, boys. And we... Okay, well, we punted it. Didn't really kill up much clock. But okay, we'll come back out on defense. Honestly, I'm enjoying playing defense more than offense. With the Coastal here. Let's go, baby. Angry Blue Chicken defense. I'm gonna go and say maybe one of the better defenses in the Sun Belt. Our offense, different story. Defense, we'll bring it every week. We're going into week 9, still haven't got one single commit, and we're losing ground here. Like, look, that's over. No chance. Gem pass rusher, just. I mean. We weren't going to get all of them. I said 10. Let's see. Maybe we can bring up all these 25s. Or as many as we can to 35. But, man. Anybody? We got a bye week. Maybe off the bye week, people will buy in. Did just level up Tinbeck. We are starting with a coach that we're inheriting. You know, what he's working with here. We have motivator, architect, tactician. So, I mean, I'm not the biggest tactician fan. Well, we have an architect. Okay, that's actually pretty good. You know, Limitless is very nice. I've personally seen the value of Limitless when you have that with a coach. Pretty sick, honestly. And you pair Limitless with Motivator, where you are getting, you know, the big off-season boost. That's where you really want to see it. But, I mean, we're at a spot right now, like, we don't have a whole lot in Recruiter. So it kind of makes sense right now to, like, you know, right there, 8 points. Like, let's try our best. At least I would say 8 there to get the portals in the transfer, like O-line interest in the portal. And I think we're probably going to, next time we level up, get tier 3 portal king for D-line. But I don't plan on going heavy into Recruiter. Let's just get our baseline in Recruiter. And I'm totally down for this rebuild to focus on player XP and getting Limitless here in Architect for all these positions to see just how overpowered it is. Someone suggested it to me, actually, not too long ago on X. Give me a follow on X, @PopXC4. That Limitless and Architect is really, really fun for a rebuild So we'll definitely use that here in this one. All right, here we go. Daryl Gold, 6'4" wide receiver. Let's go. That's the only one? All right, so we got at least our first commit, and I'm able to give every player remaining 40. I said of the 15 targets, I want 10. We're still on pace. Off our second bye, week 10, we get Marshall at 2-5. They are winless in Sunbelt play. I mean, we're 3-1. We've handled our business in conference play. How it does, track in comparison to some of our rivals. Arkansas State's 3-1, Troy's 3-1, Louisiana 3-1, JMU, who we do have on the schedule, undefeated 4-0. But even with our disastrous start and the injury bug just ravaging our team, we're still in the race for Sun Belt Championship football. Let's go. Home game needs to be a win. Marshall's not a problem this year. Let's see it. I mean, we're rested up too. Wear and tear, all that stuff. We had a week off, and we are pissing down our leg. Our team realized that we had a chance. The year wasn't over for competing in the conference. And then they went, actually, oh, wait, it isn't? Like, we actually still have a chance. Okay, let's make sure we have no chance at home. Get the crowd really behind. It's an absolute belt-to-ass performance loss against Marshall. Don't care if we get smashed in the transfer portal. All these guys want to leave. They're not my guys. I'll get more. Forrest Hawkins. He wants to be a part of the solution. Feels like almost it's a trap game. Georgia State 0-8 have not won all year. Classic game for us to play down to the level of our competition. We lose to Marshall. We can barely beat the groupers. No game's an easy game. We've learned that the hard way. But I'd like to say maybe 5-4, get back above 500. Still try to focus on that goal of 6 wins this season. I mean, it does feel like there's home field advantage, especially from like a sim standpoint, plays quite a substantial part, and we have not got really any juice from playing at home. Now, I know our stadium atmosphere grade and stuff like that's nothing special, but there comes a point in time that the rare winnable matchups at home feel like winnable matchups, and we have definitely not separated ourselves. We got Tucker back, though. Wide receiver 1. There we go. Hell of a route. Get open. Missed that all year. Ooh, another red zone chance. Sure. I mean, what are we doing here? Why did we not call a timeout? All or nothing. Let's go. Back to... I mean, hey. When you're missing your 83 wide receiver and your next best wide receiver is a 75, notable. Very difficult for a team like Coastal Carolina have an 80+ rated player and to be missing him for 75% of the year has not been fun. There's been plenty of other things, other variables that have added to the challenge of this Coastal Carolina rebuild, at least here in year 1. You're not going to find worse injury. Literally, it was hey, let's sort by highest rated player, and then they're going to have, miss a month of football. So we've had to endure. Luckily, a nice bounce back here, 35-21 over the winless Georgia State. And one win closer to getting our 6-win goal. It was one of the best games Roquan Barber's had all season. 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards. Oh, man, we got Knox back in the line, too. He's working his way back from injury. We'll move him back to starter next week. But, man, oh, man, have we missed Jamison Tucker. Good to have him back in the lineup here late. Let's go. Big more people. Elton Crook at safety. We got Enrique Colon at safety. He actually has very good skill sets. That's nice. Keep dropping him down, baby. Week 12, things don't get any easier, though. Georgia Southern's having a very nice season. 6-3. 3-2 in conference play. Let's see where the standings are at. Even with our 1 loss. Look at that, man. We are still technically not eliminated. JMU likely has a lock on the Sun Belt, but that second place could be anybody's, and this is a huge game because Georgia Southern wants our spot in the conference standing rankings. They're on a 3-game win streak. What? Uncle Fester? They got an Uncle Fester statue? Rain game. We got Knox back starting in the backfield, so it is a game that you have to, get the running backs going. I'd like the opportunity to do so. We're coming in here 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Not a lot of offensive opportunities for Coastal Carolina. Big advantage for Georgia Southern, this being a home game. In a gotta-have-it Sun Belt play. That's just, that's not tough football right there, man. Had him stop short of the sticks. Couldn't get him to go backwards. See if we can hold him to another field goal here. Oh, wow. Guy's pretty fast. Couldn't give him out the end zone. Come on, let me go on offense. 3rd down. All right. Let's go with mesh. Easiest pass to complete. Especially when you got Tucker as your primary. Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll break an ankle. Oh, break a tackle. We needed that. Take a bow. Probably our prettiest touchdown scored all year. Perfect timing. Offense back in the red zone off a stop. 3rd and 3. We'll go screen pass. Why are we getting like the... I don't know. At least he got somebody. Maybe it wasn't the free runner I would have personally preferred him to block. But he did get a hat on the other guy, and we got the 1st down. Let's not complain. I've seen much worse. Let's go. We got Knox at the backfield. Tucker. Take that. Honestly, get this clock rolling. I don't want them to have enough time to have a... Oh, there we go. Exactly. I didn't really want them to have enough time to get a final drive out of this first half. They're aware of that. They're aware of what we're probably going to try to do. So they're going to use their timeouts to conserve time. All right, soft hands. Like that meme. If you don't work our labor day, oh, you got soft hands, boy. We need tough hands here. There we go, Wayne. There we go. That's tough hands. Diamond hands. In the rain. Hey, you know what? I'll take back that previous statement because it is raining. Tough to catch the football in the rain. We get a touchdown. I love it. We'll come here on 3rd down. Cover 9. But after this practice, everyone needs to get tougher hands. Especially linebackers, too. I'm not just going to throw it at the wide receivers. Murphy dropped like the easiest pick I'm ever going to see. Soft hands on Murphy. All right, we're tied up at 21. 3rd and 2 toss to Knox. Let's go. We got a lot of meat. A meat wall. Wasn't pretty, but 1st down. That's all we need. 1.6 yards per carry in a rain game is not where you want to be. Neither is 3rd and 7. I mean, O-line let us down there. We're going to go for it on 4th down? Okay. I like it, coach. Just safe hands. Safe hands. Strong hands. Malcolm Gidley, the senior. That's what we need. 2nd and goal. Got Simpkins. Get that block. Let's go. Beautiful. Fights for it. Hell of a run, Simpkins. Let's go back with the toss. Get into the hands of our best athlete, Knox. Cameron Knox. Oh, yeah, baby. 35 is in. Back off that injury. Look at the hips. Hips don't lie. He's healthy. He's feeling it. They're going for it on 4th down. 4th and 3. Had to bite. I couldn't let him get the free at the sticks, and I was kind of hoping maybe one of those DBs would have compensated for it, but here we are, down 3. And we get a chance to go win this. I want to get the clock going, though. I want this to be final drive. There we go, Tucker. Man, just missed him so much. He's caught everything. He's getting open. Clutch. Strong hands. Look at that, man. Oh, my God. This is what we missed. We just didn't have our wide receiver 1 for most of the season. Now that he's back, we have that reliable target that our passing game has been missing. And he's a senior, so he's not coming back. So we're going to have to, I hope, man, the portal is very generous and blesses us. Look at that, Knox! Hell yeah, second time. I almost felt like they let us score. Let's see, they're going for it on 4th down. 4th and what? 4th and 3. Do we dare blitz? I think we blitz. I think we blitz, and I'm going to try and I'll hold back on Bruce here and see if we can cover the line. It's a tough grab in the rain. All right, 3rd and 7 now. On the 37. They need a touchdown. Touchdown or bust. Okay. Can we get, honestly, that should be 15. No one in the area, but we'll let him have that. I don't think he was out of the pocket. 4th and 7. Let's do that again, defense. They still got their timeout, so they can work the middle of the field. That's a quality win. Our best win all year. On the road. Gotta have it. Fighting for a Sun Belt championship opportunity every week in conference play is a game for it. We got our wide receiver 1 back. We're seeing the best this offense has to offer late. We're peaking at the right time. What happened to South Carolina? 3 and 7. I've seen years that like South Carolina gets absolutely ruined in the portal. And like this is like there's a chance that like Sellers could be gone. Their run game has not been, hot. Receiving, like Bennett, Harbor in particular. Defensively, Dylan Stewart, 7. I mean, he's having a good year. Don't take this as like, oh, we got a chance. This is going to be incredibly difficult. But I thought at this point this would be like the big scary matchup, and they're having, this is the kind of thing, if they lose to us, people are getting fired on their sideline, but maybe we can catch them. Maybe we can catch them on a real off day. Wow, still packed. Guess we'll say credit for not being fair weather fans. I think with all the hype and expectations for South Carolina with the elite talent, 3 wins. You know what? That's good. We're going to get the full experience. They were bad. This was half-empty stadium. It wouldn't feel special. Especially if we can find a way to win. I want to send, I don't know what the size of that stadium was, probably, 80,000, 60,000, 70,000. Let's send them home with a reminder that you can't beat Hart. And the Angry Blue Chickens got Hart. We got 3rd and 17 here. And I'm gonna try my best to pretty much on every play just spy Lenore Sellers. So good. Oh, then Lenore Sellers, weaved through the pocket. Then he found his 99 speed wide receiver. That's 6 foot, whatever. Like that might be a rebuild I just got to play with because it's pretty much the closest thing to pink slips on an actual team. Because you'll never be able to do pink slips in college football until it comes on PC. Oh, he's just got to, stepped out of bounds. Okay, 4th and 3. Whole new field goal. No, they just went for it. All right. Well, now we'll come in 3rd and 5. Light box. Go for it. Go for it. No! 2-minute drill. Let's go. Touchdown drive loading up. Now we're down 24. It's 0-0. Every drive, 0-0 ball game. Where's Tucker at? That's our dude. Good grab. Oh my God, the boys blocking their asses off! Simpkins! Let's go, fellas! Slants. Tucker, slant. That's where we're looking. Yes! We leave him with something in this first half. Hell of a drive, man. I love it. And then we start the second half. Gives us midfield. Promising start. 4-down territory. This game's already over. So now it's just about, you know, doing what we can do. As long as it gives me a chance. Come on, coach. Let's go for a 4th down. Stop waving the white flag and being happy to be here. Well, I do think at least the knowledge we gained here is that South Carolina is having a train wreck of a season, and maybe, just maybe, a couple local kids might hit the portal that'll have interest buying into our project. Maybe. All right, 3rd down, 6. Oh no, Dylan Stewart. No. So good. Let's go for it. Where's Tucker? So we're ready to go. 8. I'm going to give you a chance, 8. You got to probably get hit. Oh! There's a downside to when I do all these rebuilds, and I end up like wanting the same style of player. Because when you get reliant on always having speed, when you don't have it, you can't run the same place. You can't throw the same balls. And, you know, feeling it. Feeling it here year 1 with Coast Carolina. We just don't have that speed. But you know what? Didn't get destroyed. We got our 6 wins that we set up for. We still have 1 game left. Let's finish the year out strong. All right, we got the tight end Lloyd Thomas to commit, as well as Darian Orr at corner, 90-plus speed corner. From a standings perspective, we are tied for 2nd. Our final game of the season is against James Madison. They already have a lock. They're not ranked. Like, I don't necessarily think. Like, they might be in a prevention type mindset here of, like, let's not get hurt. Our Super Bowl, our national championship is winning the Sun Belt Championship. Well, we've already secured our spot, so we don't want to get anyone hurt, any bad injuries. Maybe that will play into where we're at right now. If we get a win over them, I think that will buy our ticket to get a rematch in 2 weeks' time in the Sun Belt Championship. Now looking at JMU, they have Alonzo Barnett at quarterback, 87-year-old, but he's hurt. So they have Sluka. Man, where do they have this depth coming from? Sluka, wasn't he... Like, did something weird happen with him at UNLV last year, like transfer portal-wise? But they're probably the only team in the Sun Belt that could be down their starting quarterback and still have a quarterback that's better than most quarterbacks in the conference. But okay, they're down their starting quarterback. They have a very good running back here in George Pettaway. 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. How good is JMU, man? All right, they have a couple nice senior wide receivers there. Decent tight end. Defensively, their pass rush is led by Emmanuel Bush, who actually we had him in our Honey Hunters way back in NCAA Football 14. I swear we had that guy on our team somehow. Emmanuel Bush. I don't know how we got him, but I've heard that name before, and I think that's where it comes from. But they're really good. They have so much depth. It's going to be a challenging game. Oh yeah, we got the right song on shuffle. Come on, Pump Pump, Snoop Dogg. If you know, you know. Angry Blue Chickens on our blue turf. The crowd is packed. The most anticipated game all year. And we are finally on the side of the battle that's not damaged with injuries. JMU has the injuries coming to this one. We are healthy. Oh, yeah, that's right there. Let's just, wake the quarterback up. Just run him into getting absolutely blown up in the red zone. Knock a couple screws loose. Get him locked in. There we go. This is the play we need. Tucker. Well, at least he catches it. We're not running. There's no way we can get this in with a run. Maybe a screen pass. I could see... Maybe even a... No, let's go screen. Let's go to the left. Oh, yeah. Look at that right there. Bait it two guys. Out of position. Come on. Let's go. It worked to perfection. Min-maxing the offense. Simpkins wide open. Perfect play call. Let's come in here on third down. 3rd and 9. A little stunt. I'll say stunts aren't, it's a talent level, right? So I'm not expecting the stunts to yield a bunch of sacks. But, it doesn't feel like it's been overpowered for us by any means. And he dropped it. Good PBU on the outside. Defense does their job. Offense 3 and outs. Just kind of getting a bunch of 3 and outs here. Now we are tied at 7. We're going to come in on a 3rd down. And 2. See if we can get this to Knox. Best athlete on the field. There we go. Great job, O-line. Giving us a chance. Another 3rd down and 7 on the 34. Field goal range. Points are here. No sack, no turnover. Right to Knox. Perfectly floating. Great ball by... See, I used to despise... I'm going to take back some of the things I've said about this team. I'm starting to get into a rhythm with some of these players. And I take back when I said I wish they all entered the transfer portal. Definitely some guys here that I could see having long, successful careers in this rebuild. Much like Knox. Run Knox. What an athlete. Got to remember, too, with him, it's a growing pains. He has max skill cap for speed. I kind of want to see that happen. Kind of want to see a 99 speed, 99 running back that's almost 220 pounds. 3rd and goal. Yes! Backup quarterback. That's what we need. That's something I would throw. Good job, fellas. And then we just fucking don't capitalize on it, and they score a touchdown. Oh, my God, man. That happens so much. Like, get a game-changing play defense. Doesn't let me, no chance to, take over and try to build on that momentum, and then just takes and sucks away all the momentum with... It's harsh. Very harsh. Third and 11. Tucker. He's on his feet. Oh, he flickered the wrist. A nothing burger play. Touchdown. Angry Blue Chickens. All right, it's coming on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Backup quarterback. Threw one of the worst picks we've ever seen, so maybe he's rattled. stunt works. Trey Brown, bring him down. Oh, another third down. Come on, man. Let me get it like a stop and then, hey, take control of the drive. Get some points. Like, that's a moment scenario. I'd love it after we get a defensive stop. Damn, that's a good throw. Didn't close down fast enough. Third down and 7. I mean, we're making it hard. We're not letting them just move the football up and down the field at will. There we go. Big hit. What are they going to do? Go for it. Field goal. Field goal. And then we get a red zone. Let's go, fellas. I know what I'm going to do, though, fourth quarter. Let's start playing a little cheap. A little cheesy. Full set of downs. Take as much time as we can. Love this play. Got to keep, obviously if you have 4 guys that are supposed to block and only 2 guys block of the 4, that play's not going to work. There we go, right to the running back. Great mismatch on the linebacker. Can't close the distance. Maybe wish we chewed up a little bit more clock there, but they're desperate. We got them here going 4th and 1. Oh, shit, this is going to be a run. The best players are running back. No, come on. Let's go, defense. Suck it. I love this defense. Very impressed. Probably the funnest defense I've had on Cleveland. Like, not a great defense. 1 star. Oh, they got that red. That was stupid. Roquan Barber, 4 touchdowns, no picks here today. And they're going for it on 4th down and 12. Let's go, boys. Another big-time stop. Clock is a-burning. They are in desperation mode. Let their quarterback make another mistake. Go. Let's get it. Man, we are going... Oh, I mean, still... We could chew up some clock here. We are going to have a legitimate chance. We don't have to be getting screwed out of a Sun Belt championship game, because this is the best this conference has to offer. Now, they are missing their starting quarterback, but their backup's still probably the 2nd highest rated quarterback in the Sun Belt. Let's go, Knox. Keep that clock on burning. Get them to use all their timeouts. 35-yard field goal here at home. Kicker's been so good all year. And he stays on the money. That should be the insurance we need to get out of this one with a victory. Down goes JMU. Let's go, baby. Let's see. Let's see on the other side where we are positioned for the Sun Belt Championship. But what a game by Roquan Barber. All right, we got our quarterback Owen Santucci coming in. 3-star. We got Stoke, a gem. 3-star gem at D-tackle. We need D-tackle depth. We get Tim Moffitt. That we won a recruiting battle. I thought he was gone to Wake Forest. We get Colin Hatch, who I'm pretty sure is a gem linebacker as well. Man, that's sick, man. Winning. It's very difficult. Any school, any prestige, to win these recruiting battles. But when you can get it done with a 1-star program, suck it, Wake Forest. Let's see, take a look at the conference standings with them. Come on, man. You kidding me? Southern Miss. Blown up by Mississippi State. Lost to App State. We beat Georgia Southern. Unreal. Okay, Klubnik gets a Heisman Trophy win here with only 38 touchdowns. A little bit on the low end. Ourselves in the Ventures Bowl against our last Dynasty Rebuild series. We get UMass. We know what they're about. We know how they're underrated. They got a lot of talent. What are the odds we play UMass? Now, they're not going with A.J. Hairston at quarterback. Big mistake. Running the football, Price, 13 touchdowns. He played well. But again, they're not going. We went with Brandon Hood as our running back. At receiving, T.Y. Harding, stud. So good. Probably still, to this point, my favorite wide receiver in college football 26. He had a good year. Dia Johnson not getting... I'm seeing a lot of questionable, starting depth chart mistakes from this team. We got to win, man. We're not going to... We got robbed of the conference championship. We got to at least leave this year with a bowl game win. Last piece of recruiting, we have our top recruit, a 3-star gem at wide receiver, a top 500 player. Everyone else is like at least in the 700. So he's kind of far away, and we were so close. He should commit after this week. Win or lose, but ideally with a win. We know firsthand what UMass football is about. We know they're going to want to try to get the football to Harding. But Coastal finished this year with a lot of momentum. And this is a disrespected program from getting omitted from the championship game when it looked like we did enough. Especially final game of the regular season, taking down the undisputed top program in the conference. So this is our time to kind of prove everybody wrong. And we're going to start by throwing a pick on a play that we should have just went to the running back. So we throw a pick, and it's fine because we're going to have to deal with it. I'm going to let my team come out here, and we're going to kick a field goal, get some points. We're going to come back here in the red zone. And we're going to run a smooth operation here. All right, great. Screen pass. That's how the football is doing. All sorts of not where we want it to go. 2nd and 10, Tucker. Got him. Money. Let's go. What a ball. That is what we need to see from the quarterback and his wide receiver 1, Tucker, in his final collegiate game. He wants the ball. Defense gets a pick. Let's keep the pressure on. Again, we know UMass not with Hairston at quarterback. Big mistake. That could have just as easily been our second pick in the red zone of the first half. Gotta be better, man. We gotta be locked in. Come on. Let's go. Oh, we got Garfield. Why do we have a... Okay, first of all, why is our backup quarterback in? We will need to see. Happy Garfield can just walk in, the freshman, score a rushing touchdown like that. But what is the health status? Foot fracture. Injuries have been... it's like, every time I've looked at injuries, it's not the plethora of low 70s, high 60 players that we have contributed. It's always our best players. And I think with that injury to our quarterback, we can say officially this season, at some point, all of our best players have been injured. So, we're going to have to win this bowl game. I wish it was on a Monday, because Garfield hates Mondays. And I feel like Garfield ready to play out of his mind. But, I mean, this is just, it's over now. There's no way. Backup quarterback hasn't played all year. It's just the season from hell for Coastal Carolina. I mean, if it has to be against anybody, at least UMass. We have a soft spot for UMass. But this is one of those lines, man. We had the starting quarterback out there. This could have been a game. This could have been a fun game. This could have been a classic. Could have been a great way to stamp off year one. There we go, Garfield. Football. I mean, again, we just don't have speed. So things like that should be automatic touchdowns, unfortunately, are not. Let's see if we can make it somewhat respectable here. We go right to the tight end. Not going down without a fight. 4th downs, come back in, shallow cross. I mean, it's not over. Touchdown here. Especially the defense can keep forcing those quick. Oh, man. I saw that running back the whole way. Just had to scramble and make some time for our quarterback, and then we go for it on 4th down. We get no points. So it's one of those games as well that, like, it's not like my team's not doing anything. It's I have to hold their hand for anything positive and apparently negative that happened. And at least we give UMass one final chance to shine here. As, again, injuries. Injuries, things out of our control. I'm absolutely going to use that excuse. So statistically this year, Roquan Barber went for 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 picks, and that was without his wide receiver 1 for most of the season. And I will say, in summary now, there's been ups and downs in the score. I hope he returns. I know the playing style, we'll probably not going to have much more than 3 persuasion attempts. I likely will save one for this quarterback here, Mr. Roquan Barber, and see if we can get him to run it back for one more season, because I felt like we got into a rhythm there late. Running the football, Simpkins ended up being the lead rusher because we had injury to Cameron Knox for a lot of the year. I hope Knox returns as well, but that F in brand exposure is going to be very, very difficult to convince him to return. Receiving, Gilly had to step up as our top wide receiver 1 when Jamison Tucker, clear and away, our wide receiver 1, was hurt for the majority of the year. He still finished the season late. Very, very strong, 500 yards, 8 touchdowns, leading the team. Defensively, over 100 tackles for Luke Murphy, the junior. I like that. 8.5 sacks from Arinze with 16 TFLs. That's big-time production right there. And really not good enough in the picks department. However, in the Sun Belt, we get Dominic Rios. The freshman is a second team at left tackle. We have, as far as freshman, Rios at left tackle. That is it. Okay. Yeah, without a doubt, we are the most disrespected team in the Sun Belt. Penn State ends up winning the national title. Wow, Navy made the college football playoff. That's interesting. But I actually haven't seen Penn State win a whole lot. They're not a common perennial champion, and they completed a perfect season. We went backwards. We actually lost prestige. We're 1.5 star. We go 7-6, become second in the Sun Belt, and we go backwards. Well, we wanted a hard rebuild. Looking at our play leaving, at least we have 6 persuasion attempts. And this is, of course, everybody wants out. We have to prioritize, I think, honestly, the best players. So we have Barber at quarterback. Knox at running back. Del Grande at tackle. Like, do we look at dev traits? All these guys are normal devs. Impact on Emmett Brown. I mean, Jesus, fellas, this is not good. Trey Brown. Hey, there we go. We got one. Grace, what's your speed? So one of those classic speedsters that isn't fast. Let's try Franklin here at tackle. Damn. And with our final chance, let's go Rios. Second team conference player. There we go. That's a win. So after seeing quite literally all of our good players leave the program, we now have to turn our attention to the fact that we have 10 commits. Feel pretty good about getting Hoese here at wide receiver. That is 11. We need probably 35 targets. So the transfer portal, I've yet to look, is 3-star. Okay, this is good. That is a lot of 3 stars. Now we have a very limited budget, so we're probably going to have to just look at 3 stars that have us already as their #1 school and take that advantage and run with it. But at least there's a lot of people interested in what we have brewing here with the Angry Blue Chickens. Well, the good news for no one is no quarterbacks in the portal interested. I just lost 3. But I figured the game would at least throw me a bone of 1 interest, but I guess not. So our limited hour budget is kind of creeping up its ugly head here. Not a lot of crazy name value. Like I was hoping maybe there'd be an exodus from South Carolina after their bad season. That was not the case. I got a couple players I've heard of. Grayson Howard from my Florida Gators is out there. Swain is a South Carolina. Hits the portal. Katie Hutchinson. If you remember when we played with Western Kentucky last year, He was the speedster wide receiver on Western Kentucky, so that'd be fun to get him in, even if it's only for 1 year. Got Khalifa Keith, first team all-name. I believe he's App State at 240 pounds. Probably slow as dirt, but I'll take a power back. Let's have some fun. Get, hit some stiff arms, hit some trucks, and run guys over. But we're playing a risky game because it's fine and dandy here for stage 1 of the transfer portal. Let's max out our hours and see what kind of ground can be gained. But like at the latest, stage 3, this needs to turn into a numbers game. We have got to get at least 30 players coming in just to replenish what we lost in the transfer portal and graduating class. Nice, so we're going to start with a 3-star gem wide receiver, finally committing. And as we go into stage 4, this is the hardest rebuild we've done so far. Because like, all right, stage 3, this is when we're going to get half our transfer portal commits on. And the reality is we've only lost ground. So we're going to lose out on Gandy at corner. We're going to lose out on Moore. Because, again, visits they're broken right now, so they don't mean anything. So we're losing out on D tackles, which means I got to... Let's see if there's any D tackles still available on the open market, because it's a numbers game. I need to add I have 1 D tackle on my roster, 2 in terms of siding here. So we'll go Hudson, who's number 1. And I guess we'll see if we can make a play here on Coleman and just 50-50 both of them. But, like, I've never, in any of our rebuilds, had, like, I don't even, like, are we just going to... I've never got to a point where it's like, are they just going to generate, like, walk-ons that are terrible? Like, I've never been that dire of a roster situation. And that's exactly where we're at right now with Coastal Carolina. So let's see if we're going to be able to field the team or not next year. This might be the quickest rebuild ever. I literally imploded the program. So we get a corner, safety. These guys are luxury. I didn't really need any of them. We did need 2 edge rushers landed. We got Hutchinson from Western Kentucky. I like that. We got Griffin at center, but reality, we need guards. These centers are going to convert into guards. They're well over 300 pounds. We got Grayson Howard from the Florida Gators. That's a nice get. Hudson at D tackle. Got him very late. Colombo, we didn't even have a punter on the roster, so we got one there. We got Labino, who's also going to move from center into guard, but then we also lose out on the running back. We lose out on the freshman, like one of the few 3-star freshmen that were interested. Of course, we can't have nice things. And somehow, some way, even though we went 7-6, and we were a tiebreaker bullshit away from being the conference championship game, we are going into year 2 with Coastal Carolina in a worse spot than where we were in year 1, which I don't think I've ever gone backwards in a college football rebuild like this. We wanted 30 targets. We got 20. I will say 66th overall for a class is better than I thought. I would be in the hundreds, to be honest with you. All right, let's see here. I'll get out of the way. Did we get any studs? We're starting with our transfer portal class. I'm expecting a bunch of normals. We get impact on Shirley, a star dev on the Florida Gator, Grayson Howard, a star dev on Vicari Swain at corner. So honestly, that's pretty sick role, especially Swain as a sophomore. We might get 2 years out of him. Impact on Denson. We got normal on Griffin. We got a normal on Hutchinson. Impact on our punter, normal on our center, and normal on the center. These are some late recruits. Well, what about our actual recruiting class? Did we do a good job there? Impact on Crook. Impact on Cologne. Normal on Hawkins. Santucci at quarterback comes in with an impact dev. With the wild card of that throw power, which, let's be honest, with how not things going our way, this rebuild, it's probably 82 throw power. Something garbage. Impact on Lloyd Thomas would be a tight end for us. Ower with an impact. Stoke with an impact. Hatch with a star dev. There we go. Got at least one. Normal on Moffitt. Gold has an impact dev. And Halesi with a star. The best for last. Our highest rated recruit ends up being our best recruit. So I'm usually not one to embrace the cheese, but we have got to convert one of these wide receivers to running backs just to make up numbers. Let's see. Who has the best? Ooh, looking like... These rest of these stats aren't the best, but... The wide receiver, which I kind of wanted to stay at wide receiver, is going to be our best option. And I can't even convert him to running back. Okay, is that because he's a freshman? All right, do we have anyone with like 70 in carrying? Oh my God, no. This is not good. Will you go to running back? I can't even move these guys. Position minimums and oh my god. Okay, we do have a fullback. We don't have a fullback. We had a fullback. Where did he go? Can I move one of these quarterbacks to running back? Like, we gotta... I mean, Santucci. I don't even think it would let me move him, though. It would. Okay. The only... the only quarterback recruit we landed, who, let's see, probably would be our starting quarterback. Oh, you Garfield. Can you go at running back? Gonna have, I mean, where else could we find someone that could play? This is so fucked. So I guess the good news is, like, our offensive line doesn't look brutal from a depth standpoint. We are lacking at one of the guards, but at least we have a starter and backup at every position. The D-line checks out as well. We got 2 at both edge, and we got 3 at D-tackle. I got it. Linebacking core, healthy. We got good numbers at linebacker. Our secondary as well, healthy. We got our special teamers. Pretty nice. We got a 76 punter just on a whim. But who is going to play running back? What about Robbie Washington? The Miami transfer, who in real life, Coastal Carolina has him listed as skill position. He's a wide receiver. Good speed. And for us, he just so happens to be a 77 overall rated running back. So there we go. Had to go all the way to our DB room. And we might have, I mean, the skill caps are probably shot, but at least we have numbers at running back. Man, oh man. How have we... I mean, this is what we want. We've had easy rebuilds. I'm literally like, is anyone going to want to watch this channel? Like, do I just delete this? Do I just scrap this whole video? How have I gone backwards? Nope. We're going to stick with it. We're going to figure this out, and when we're good, we're going to remember the hard times. Oh, nice. We got a dev trade increase for Murphy, our starting middle linebacker. There's finally some good news. Coming into training camp, a lot of questions. Coming out of training camp, just as many questions. We got Denson coming in the transfer portal. He's a 77. Pritchett developed nicely. He's up to a 75. All 70s across the board. Here's a big one that we want to talk about. Vakari Swain, who we got from South Carolina in the portal with a start of. He comes in with 54 credits. Nothing physical we can unlock here. Not terrible skill caps, of all things considered. Very much a man corner. So let's bump that up. See if we can get that up to where we can start unlocking some abilities here. So let's get jammer. Let's get blanket coverage. We need 86. Let's get him 86. We need 88. Might be able to get that one more time. Let's go. That'll do. 3 points, 87 overall, and with that 3 remaining, let's go right into run stuffing. 87 corner. That's a good get right there. Now for the linebacking core, it's, happy that we got Grayson Howard. He's an 86. Happy that we have Murphy returning, going up dev trait, which is nice. We're probably going to need to diversify some of these mics to the outside linebacking role. On the defensive line, we get Hudson in the portal. He's 74. That's going to help. Onwuka had a decent camp. The sophomore, he's up to a 72. He'll get on the field next season. Rio's second team all-conference is up to a 76, which we like to see. Rest of the O-line, at least for the most part, we're going to have almost a 70 starting point. Daniel Jones here at left tackle is a great athlete. Now, he's a little bit undersized at 282 pounds, but 72 speed, 83. There was when I was going through the position to see who might be able to play running back, I did think about it. Because from a speed standpoint, he is still somehow one of our fastest players. I'm a little scared about the tight end room. I don't know who our go-to is going to be here at tight end. When we go to wide receiver, Jamarian Wayne has gone up, had a good camp. He's up to an 82. We have Hutchinson, who we got in the portal. He's a 79. We got Glass, this freshman. He's up to a 75. Here's the play I want to talk about, though. Zachary Widener kind of clowned on his name a little bit, but he has a chance to maybe find himself on the field because we need speed. And what we can do with this speed is double up there. Give him 95 speed, 96 acceleration. We'll bump that IQ up there a little bit. I mean, we got to utilize him next year. Then we have our little project here, saving our team, Robbie Washington, a wide receiver corner that we're going to try at running back. Now, I'm imagining we're going to get pretty punished here with moving from DB to... actually, not bad. Wow. Okay, we absolutely can't take the cheese and go speed here. We have to get that carrying up. So we'll max this up. Ooh, 72. 72 carrying. It's definitely not ideal. It does have good ball carry vision. All those are... I mean, now I just think you got to win with speed. 94 speed, 94 acceleration. We can bump up his IQ a little bit. I mean, 81 overall, but man, I'm a little concerned. 72 carry, even by my standards. It's not what you love to see. Then we have the quarterback panel. I have no idea who our quarterback's going to be next season. We have Larry Garfield, who we ran a touchdown with in the bowl game. Normal dev. Looking at his skill cap, I mean, I'm going to have to be... wow. Like I say, I'm going to have to be very casual and just try and get that throw power up a little bit. But we're going to be able to take him up to an 80 overall. You have worse base starting quarterbacks. And then we have Tad Hudson, the junior, with a little bit more points. I think he had pretty bad skill caps as well. But maybe he'll be the guy with the cannon of an arm. 92. Be able to max out his accuracies at 78. But somehow, some way, we almost competed for a conference title. And here we are at the end of year one, worse than the 6-win bottom-dwelling team we inherited. I don't know how we went backwards, but we're here. We have 30 coach credits. We've got to go get Tier 3 Portal King and see if that will give us a better shot at landing a quarterback in the transport. We'll do the same thing here for wide receiver. And, you know, hopefully this time next year we'll be a lot happier with the state of our roster. So there we go, fellas. That is going to end year one here of our Coastal Carolina College Football 26 Dynasty Rebuild series. The Angry Blue Chickens. I did not foresee us going backwards, but here we are. And it's a challenge in a hole that we're going to have to dig ourselves out of here in the 2026 season. So I hope you guys enjoyed and are excited for the challenge that we have at hand. Could be the most difficult rebuild. It could rival West Virginia. I didn't think there was going to be any possibility that any rebuild in College Football 26 would be more difficult than West Virginia. Well, year one off to a competitive start to owning that title here with Coastal Carolina, the Chanticleers, Angry Blue Chickens. Well, that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're so freaking close to 180,000 subscribers on the channel. It'll be sick if we could hit that tonight. Let me know in the comment section below, just for the algo, saying you're trying to help out the channel a little bit. Do you think, have you experienced a more challenging rebuild than what we are embarking? If you let me know. Give me some other teams that may be more challenging than Coastal Carolina. I probably will not believe you. Well, that'll do it for me today, guys. Until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one.